The courtyard is cold, the kind of cold that cuts through your cloak and settles in your bones. You're standing near the fire, trying to blend in with the servants and guards. Your hands are shaking, but you tell yourself it's just the temperature. It's not. 6 hours ago, you were ready to die for him. You said it out loud, in front of everyone. Even if everyone else abandons you, I never will. I'll die with you. You meant it. You drew your sword in the garden. You swung at the high priest's servant, cut his ear clean off. You were ready for war. Then he touched the man's ear and healed it. He looked at you and said, "Put your sword away." And everything you thought you knew about this moment evaporated. They arrested him, just like that. No fight, no resistance, no calling down 12 legions of angels like he said he could. He just let them take him. Everyone ran. James, John, Matthew, all of them, scattered like sheep when the wolves came. But not you. You followed, at a distance, because leaving completely felt like betrayal, but getting too close felt like suicide. Now you're here, in the high priest's courtyard, enemy territory. You don't know why you came, maybe to see what happens, maybe to help if you get the chance, maybe because the thought of going home and pretending this isn't happening is worse than the danger. A servant girl is tending the fire. She's young, probably 14. She keeps glancing at you. You avoid eye contact. You've spent 3 years with Jesus, 3 years of miracles and teachings and crowds, 3 years of being in the inner circle. Peter, James, and John, the big 3. You walked on water. You saw him transfigured. You heard the voice from heaven say, "This is my beloved Son." You're somebody in this movement. People know your face. That's the problem. The girl is walking toward you. Your heart starts hammering. It's just a servant girl. She's no threat. But your body is screaming danger anyway, because if she recognizes you, she'll tell the guards. And if the guards know you're his disciple, you'll be arrested too, questioned, beaten, maybe worse. She stops right in front of you, studies your face. The firelight flickers across her features. She's not afraid. She's curious. "You were with Jesus of Nazareth," she says. Not a question, a statement. Time stops. Every eye around the fire turns toward you. Guards, servants, people you don't know, people who could hurt you, people who could end you. Your mouth is dry, your mind is racing. You have seconds to decide, seconds to choose who you are. 6 hours ago, you were Peter the Rock, the one Jesus renamed, the foundation of the church, the bold fisherman who left everything to follow a rabbi with no money and a message that got people killed. Now, you're just Simon, Simon the coward, Simon the survivor, Simon who really doesn't want to die tonight. The words come out before you can stop them. "I don't know what you're talking about." Her eyes narrow. She doesn't believe you, but she's just a girl. She doesn't push. She walks away. You exhale. Crisis averted. You tell yourself you'll stay a little longer, see what happens, maybe get a chance to help him somehow. This isn't denial. This is strategy. You can't help him if you're arrested too. That's what you tell yourself. You move away from the fire, toward the gate, closer to an exit, just in case. Another girl sees you. She's talking to the man around her, pointing. "This man was with him," she says, louder this time. More eyes, more danger. The guards are paying attention now. One of them has his hand on his sword, not drawing it, just resting there. A reminder. Your heart is pounding so hard you can hear it in your ears. You're trapped. If you run, they'll chase you. If you stay silent, they'll assume she's right. You need to say something, something convincing.
Man, I am not. The words are sharper this time, more defensive. You're not just denying knowledge, you're denying association. You're drawing a line between you and him. You're saying, I'm not one of them. I'm not part of this. Don't hurt me. The girl shrugs, loses interest. The guards go back to their conversation. You're safe again. But something inside you is cracking. You can feel it, like ice on a lake that's starting to give way under your weight. You should leave. You know you should leave. Every instinct is screaming at you to get out of this courtyard before something worse happens. But you can't, because somewhere inside that building, he's being questioned, beaten, lied about, and you're the only one here, the only one who didn't run all the way home. An hour passes, maybe more. Time feels broken. You're still near the fire.
You're trying to be invisible, trying to disappear into the background. But you can't, because you're not built to be invisible. You're loud, you're impulsive, you're the guy who speaks first and thinks later. You're the guy who got out of the boat when everyone else stayed inside. A man walks up. He's been staring at you for 5 minutes. You can feel it. He's older, a relative of Malchus, the servant whose ear you cut off. He knows. You can see it in his eyes. "Didn't I see you with him in the garden?" he says. This is it. This is the moment where everything collapses. He saw you, with a sword, attacking the high priest's servant. That's not just association. That's violence. That's grounds for arrest, for execution. Every fiber of your being is screaming, run, fight, do something. But you're frozen, trapped between the truth and survival. And then you hear it, your own voice, louder than before, harsher, desperate. "I don't know the man." The man, not him, not Jesus, not the Messiah, the man. Like he's a stranger, like you never met him, like the last 3 years didn't happen. You're not just denying knowledge anymore. You're denying relationship. You're severing the tie. You're choosing yourself over him. And the second the words leave your mouth, you hear it. A rooster crows. The sound cuts through the courtyard like a blade, sharp, clear, unmistakable. And suddenly you remember his words at the table just hours ago. "Before the rooster crows, you will deny me 3 times. You said no. You promised. You swore on your life. "Even if I have to die with you, I will never deny you." 3 times, he said. 3 times. And you just, your knees go weak. The courtyard is spinning. You look up, and through a window, you see him. He's being led from one room to another. His face is swollen, bleeding. But he's looking at you. Not with anger, not with accusation, with something worse. Sadness, like he's watching you break and there's nothing he can do to stop it. Your eyes meet. For 1 infinite second, you see everything. You see the moment he called you by the lake, "Follow me." You see the moment he walked on water and you stepped out in faith. You see the moment you confessed, you are the Christ, the Son of the living God, and he called you the Rock. You see all of it. And you see what you just became. Not the rock, sand, shifting, unreliable, broken. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't have to. The rooster already said it for him. You turn and run. Out of the courtyard, into the street, away from the fire, away from the guards, away from him. You run until your lungs burn, until you can't run anymore. And then you collapse in an alley, alone, and you weep. Not quiet tears,
gut-wrenching sobs, the kind that come from a place so deep you didn't know it existed. You weep for what you did, for what you are, for the man you promised to be, and the coward you became. You told him you'd die for him. You couldn't even stand up to a servant girl. The worst part? He knew. He knew you'd do this. He told you. And he still called you Peter. He still gave you the keys. He still loved you. And you denied him anyway. That's a wrap. This story is in the Gospels. But somewhere right now, someone is standing by a fire, choosing safety over truth, comfort over courage. If this broke you, drop a comment. Subscribe for more. See you in the next one.